to drive to Sheffield just now and you're not playing, you still probably get butterflies because you're actually in the city. It's this kind of home of snooker for everybody, so you're nervous when you go there. I certainly wouldn't have been thinking about winning it. I'm fairly sure of that. Be trying to get involved in the tournament, win your first match. I played really well. I think even John would accept that at the time it was a better draw for me because John was kind of going out of the game. But you've still got to play well, he's got that much experience. I played well and managed to win quite comfortably.
11th frame of the match, framed up.
Your appreciation for the Beckham of the Bays, Paul Hunter.
I was obviously happier to play Nigel than play Stephen Hendry, so it's a good draw for Nigel as well. Again, I played well. Wasn't a great game, but I played quite well and I was always quite comfortable throughout the match. I always felt as if I had him kind of at arm's length, and then obviously in the final session the most pressure's on then, and I played better in that session and went away.
Steve.
A cake?
Happy anniversary, sir.
No, what can I say? A cake.
The quarterfinal's a big carrot because it gets you in the semis with a one table, and that feels as if you've actually won something just to get there. I wouldn't have been favourite against Neil Robertson, and I played really well, and again I felt quite comfortable, and I think I built a big lead to 12-8. Any snooker player will tell you it's a scary feeling when you've got a big lead. You only need one and somebody keeps coming back at you. Neil kind of just threw his arm at everything, and everything was going in. And then obviously to 12-all, and I played a good decider, but it was nervy, but I played a good decider.
Well, what a way to end the match. Neil Robertson has fluked the pick that he didn't want. We've had a fantastic quarter-final match, and Graeme Dott puts himself through to the semi-final.
Could easily have lost it, 13-12. So to win it, you do feel it's a little bit of freedom to think, well, I was nearly out, but I'm still in. If you get to the semi-final, it's the one table set up, and I was playing the same player, and Ronnie O'Sullivan, who annihilated me in the final in 2004. I didn't really have the belief to beat Ronnie, and if it wasn't for Dell Hill, I don't think I would have won it. I thought I played well in the first session, and I lost at 5-3, and I can remember thinking that I can't win. Dell managed to talk me round, and I kind of got really psyched up. Throughout the tournament he was having problems with his tip, but what annoyed me was the fact that the camera caught him biting it off, and you're not allowed to do that. I mean, if the referee's got to prove there's something wrong with your tip, and then they give you 15 minutes. But it was the fact that he actually bit it off, and it was at a stage where I was coming back into the match, I had momentum, and I didn't want to come off. And it annoyed me, and I was kind of arguing backstage about telling him to hurry up and get his tip on, and I want to play in it, and I was probably over-psyched up, but it helped. And I played really well.
Graeme Dott's got himself back in very nicely, hasn't he?
What do you make of his attitude, John? Because he's come out almost showing that he's ready for a fight.
He's lost the will, he's lost the belief.
I ended up winning I think it was the third frame, won the black, but you're just trying to get it done as quick as possible because you're still nervous. But obviously you've got all the press, there's bits of TV that we need to do for the final. Like myself and Peter was in the crucible, I think, for that particular final, where we're doing things at the table, and you've got to get through all that as quick as you can to get out of the way. And then obviously when that's finished, your phones, you've got about a gazillion missed calls and text messages for everybody, and you're trying to arrange who's coming down and tickets, and it's a lot that people don't see that goes on. It's probably the first time that I genuinely did think, right, I can win this now. I don't know how many finals I'd been in before that where I had lost, but I was playing every final I seemed to be in. I was losing to Stephen Hendry or Ronnie Sullivan or John Higgins. So this was the first final that I played against, and it wasn't a so-called kind of top 4 player. And I fancied my chances. I thought I had a good chance of winning. I like Peter a lot, but he's slow. He's slower than most players, and it always frustrated me. And I remember saying to Dell, and Dell was trying to drum it into me, it doesn't matter how long he takes, you'll take longer, and just accept how long it's going to take. But it was grim. It really was grim. But I'm winning, so I'm dealing with it. But I kind of won the first session, I won the second session, but we kept getting pulled off early because it was taking too long. If I win the third session, I think I've won. And I won the third session. We got pulled off early again at 15-7. And I thought I'd won. Biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. Completely thought I'd won. And switched off completely. And I walked out. I could not pot a ball. If I only needed one frame, I might scrape one, but the fact I needed 3, and I was really panicking, and I just completely gone. He won the first 4, and it's a disaster. So now I'm back in the dressing room at 15-11, and I go back out, and he wins another frame, and I thought, oh my God. Carry on the way it's going, I will lose. And I made a conscious effort to speed up. I said, I'm going to play really quick, and I'm going to go for everything. It felt just more like a total relief that, thank God, I never actually threw that away and be remembered for losing the biggest ever lead. So it was just a massive relief. To be any snooker player wants to win the world. It's what everybody wants to do, so it's it's something that I could never replicate unless you've done it again. Sorry.